Hey, real estate fans, Dave Holbrook here, Jade Realty. Going down Bagnell Dam Strip. I'm trying to go over and get a listing today. I'm passing Neon Taco. That's the big construction site going on here on the strip, right at the end of the strip, right next to the dam. I'm going to keep the camera going that way. Go across the dam. But anyway, I'm headed over to Rocky Mount. Got a listing over there. I'm going to try to get this listing appointment as you're looking at the dam. But yeah, market's a little tough right now. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath with a garage, which is unique. You always got to have a garage around here for people's boats and sea-doos and cars and everything. So if you got a boat, or if you got a dock or a garage, it's a big plus. So but anyway, headed over to Rocky Mount. I got about a 20-minute drive. I sent the clients, get this back on me. I sent the clients the comparative market analysis I did, and I also sent them all the listings I used in the CMA, comparative market analysis, so they could see comparables. So what I'm looking at is one sold for $805 back in May. That's outside the 6-month window an appraiser would use, but it sold for $805, which is on the high end in my opinion. I'm looking for a 3-bedroom, 2.5, or a 3-bedroom, 3-bath home with a garage and a dock in this area of the lake. And I say this area of the lake, you've got the Four Seasons, you've got Gravois Arm, which gets you some places like Jolly Rogers, Coconuts, Lake Burger, places like that. You're real close to Horny Toads, Shady Gators. So as far as VRBOs and rentals around the Hawaiian Islands is not that bad of a place to buy for an investment property. However, you've got to go back and forth down Highway W, which is always a challenge. That's called North Shore on Lake of the Ozarks. So you know, if you got a house over in North Shore, there are some VRBOs over there, and there are some people that just want to get away from the hustle and bustle of Lake Ozark. But I did use a couple on that area. I used one over here, which was Highly Drive, which was $805,000. That's the high end of my CMA, but that is over in the Four Seasons area on this side of the lake, is why, in my opinion, that's valued more. All the homes have garages that I used. All the homes are between 1,700 and 2,000 square feet. I know that's kind of a wide window, but you've got to reach out in that parameters to get some homes. And then on your comparative market analysis, you take your offsets, you know, square foot price. You know, we're looking at about 360 to 401 price per square foot for lakefront. They're all lakefront. The one on Highly Drive that sold for $805 back in May was at $416 a square foot, which is on the high end for me, but the home was remodeled. They did a nice job on the remodel. So it's got everything that the home I'm going to has. So $805, like I said, is on the high end. So that's my concern with that one. So I will reach back out after I get through with this listing appointment and let you know how it went. So Dave Holbrook, Jade Realty, stand by. Hey, real estate fans, my Dash GoPro overheated, so now I'm stuck to the old iPhone in my hand, trying to be safe. Anyway, just left the listing appointment over here. My market analysis said between 600 and 690K. And then when I got there, there was a sign next door at a house for sale. We looked that up. It was not on the internet, so you know what that means. Clear cooperation at its best. So I called the realtor. Realtor said that $475 was the list price, and of course it's under contract, and he didn't tell me the under contract price, which is the right thing to do as a realtor. You don't want to tip your seller's hand in case it falls out of contract. Now people know the sold price. But anyway, I recommended 600 to 690 for this one, anywhere in between. And the reason that price disparity is so wide, because they have furniture, they have a pontoon they want to include. They've got to talk to some LLC partners and other things. So anyway, I'm going to take a break right here and take a picture of something. So I'll be back, folks. Back in action. There was a subdivision I didn't know about selling tiny homes over here. I wanted to get some information on it. See if I can call the builder and get some of those listings. But anyway, out and about, and where was I? 600 to 690K. The disparity I said was because they got a pontoon worth maybe 30K, probably 15 to 20K worth of furniture, so that's 50K. They got a 2-car garage. They got a carport. So all of that to me adds up to a little bit more than 475. So I may have overlisted that house, but we will see. I'd rather make my client more money than less money. Clients aren't in a hurry to sell. They are looking for another place, but we will get there eventually. So I'm going to wait to hear from them and their partners. I'm hoping they come in around 640K, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, new boat lift, new roof, completely furnished, Sea-Doo lift. So you name it, it's got it. Walk in the house, no steps. Walk out the back door, straight to your dock. So that has to be worth some change right there. You don't get much of that. You're normally on a hill at Lake of the Ozarks. You're walking down, you're taking a trolley, taking a golf cart. This doesn't need any of that stuff. You just walk out of the house, out onto your deck, walk from your deck straight to your dock. So anyway, and it's around the Hawaiian Islands area. It's mile marker 3 on Lake of the Ozarks, so that's worth something. You don't have far to go to Horny Toads, Shady Gators, and the new Neon Tacos only 3 miles away by boat. So let's see. Stay tuned for the listing saga. Jade Realty, here to list your properties any day, anytime. Give us a ring. Jade Realty, out.